John in Brooklyn, 97.3 WMEE. Have you ever lost a pet? Maybe found it again later on?
We had a family dog growing up that my parents had the dog before I was born. So they had a pretty close relationship. But like the dog got lost in a thunderstorm when I was a kid that I don't really remember the circumstance. My parents were pretty set on the fact that like the dog had moved about 8 blocks down the street.
Oh no!
We never took the time to like maybe stay out of the house and be like, "Hey Ella, come here, girl."
Just let the neighbor have the dog.
So it wasn't really a neighbor. It was, down the street a little bit. And, she looked like she was living herself a nice little life. So my parents never intervened, but technically, yes, but we're not quite sure if that was even technically the dog.
Okay, well, to each their own, I guess. A family in Idaho, they've hit the headlines, I guess. They're making waves because they found a pet that had been missing for 30 years.
What?
And it was still alive. It was a pet tortoise, so we all know that those live forever. The tortoise's name is Manuela. She went missing 30 years ago when the family's house was actually undergoing electrical work. So the turtle went missing. They mourned it for a little while, looked around, couldn't find it. So they're like, well, it happens, right? 30 years go by. They decide to clean out their attic. That's when they find Manuela living in an old wooden speaker box, alive and well.
That's crazy.
They say the tortoises can go anywhere between 6 months and 3 years without food, so they think that she just lived on eating bugs when she could find them.
I guess the bug got into the speaker box?
I guess.
She had set up her own little, homeless camp outs in the attic space. I guess it's nice and humid for her.
30 years later. There's the best part, though. So they took Manuela to the vet. Turns out he's a Manuel, so not even the right gender for the tortoise, but they got a male tortoise now living happy and healthy, no longer in the attic. So it begs me to ask the question, what is the longest time that you've been missing something, and how did you find it? Let us know. It's John in Brooklyn, 97.3 WMEE.